Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Angelic Alien. It is Reverend Raven Sowell. It is my absolute pleasure to be with you. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are coming back, welcome back, darling. I hope that you are all so blessed and covered by the spirit of the one source creator. Um, yeah, I am just here to give a message for someone who will come across this video, a subscriber, whomever you are. The intention for this video is to confirm, confirm, confirm to you something that has to do with um, an area of your life, most specifically with regards to grief, with regards to what you are being guided to be aware of and recognize that is going on around you to help you in this time. So, um, the grief that you are going through, it could be an actual person, an actual relationship. Someone is no longer in the physical realm anymore. They have transitioned. Um, it's like lights out. That's like what I'm getting. Um, it may very well be someone who is very close to you, someone who is within your family, a direct caregiver, a mother, a parent, right? It is an ancestor. Um, it is an ancestor who has passed on, and there was this connection that you guys have had um, over lifetimes. There is this energy of waiting from a place of knowing that um, knowing that messages are going to be arriving. Um, what I'm getting is like in the spiritual, right? From the spiritual sense. So there is this um, guidance to rest, this guidance to take care of yourself, to focus on like the what is being illuminated within you, within your vessel, um, what's being illuminated within you that is also like a signpost or a message for you to begin evolving or paying enough attention to things that you are changing behavior. So the messages are going to come, and those messages are meant to move you forward on the mental realm, the spiritual realm, and the physical realm. Because the relationship that that we were talking about before, this relationship from before, was has always been something that has been like a soul contract, right? Or a partnership. Hmm. So a partnership. Hmm. One moment. Partnership. So basically what it feels like to me is that this is like the energy that was in this relationship that was significant has been an energy that you have partnered with in various different ways in various lifetimes, but also through various different relationships that have been meant to help you to grow, that were uh, that are that were meant to be put or manifested within your environment to help you to like focus on what's going on within you spiritually so that you could move forward, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, even these relationship could have been like a catalyst for your spiritual awakening to help to bring through uh, things that may involve like mental illness, um, a lot of self-fulfilling prophecy of negative like patterns that you've seen in your life. And so certain things are possibly awakening, or coming to light to you emotionally, which have been a part of the underlying causation of the anxiety and mental illness that has also manifested within your physical body. So somehow this is connected as well. So there may be like some neurotic behavior, some anxiety, some fixations on, bad things or things that, you may have felt to be as, I don't know, embarrassing. I don't know. That's like the word. So like it really feels like social embarrassment here, or like just being feeling a particular way about things. Then you play over and over and over again this thing in your head about what happened that was embarrassing, and then so that is a part of the stuff that's being like revealed. Um, and you are also getting pieces of information of the story of like the why behind that particular type of behavior you having, or even being in a space of where you just can't get past certain things that have caused you to be situationally embarrassed, or embarrassed like literally in front of other people, embarrassed, or just thinking about things over and over again, and or re-experiencing situations that were embarrassing. um, that is significant to um, what is being like asked to be um, moved on from. Like, not to say that like get over it, no, but like to not be in a place of doing something with what you are observing. If you are becoming, if you are not conscious of these things, right, that's one thing. But if you are aware of you doing things or having certain thoughts or participating in certain behaviors, um, really asking yourself, like, why? What's happening? What part of me is afraid of whatever, or what part of me, is this my thought? Is this my feeling? Because this is something that you are healing throughout this lifetime. And these relationships that you may be in a state of grief from were meant to be catalysts to help you with. times like this, these anxieties, these different things that are coming through. I hope that makes sense for you. Um, let's see here. So I've also already prayed over this reading. Usually I don't do it this way, but the need to do the message, not from a place of fear or anxiety, but the need to get the message out, because there is this very strong energy that is present, that is attempting to have an awareness being given to it, right? Um, so understanding that your spiritual sense is heightening, and you are either going through this process of becoming more spiritually confident, becoming more of a leader in your own life, of what's happening in your life. This is the energy that I'm seeing. So if you are not already a leader, or feel like you have been doing this work and you are aware that you're needing changes, or that you're going through a shift, if you are aware of that, um, recognize that you are growing in strength and confidence, and that's a big part of the the end results of that, of yeah. the the need to understand about the hangups that you have about self-abandonment or abandonment from other people, the safety concerns that you've had, the sustainability concerns that you have had. It comes from that is what is being reviewed right now, the abandonment issues, because the abandonment issues that are wrapped up within your psyche, that is connected with with this person, right? Because the person, in some cases, mm, in some cases, for the person who resonates with this message, if it does, you know, um, you had already felt a sense of abandonment within this relationship before the actual final separation happened. And so it is basically reinforcing um, that point of view. So that is a part that this hangman and this five of pentacles energy is saying to me, is that there were already these issues and concerns with regards to the wealth, the worth, right, the confidence, the self-esteem, to the person who this video resonates with. There was already this hang up that was going on there anyway, right, that had a specific way in which this person viewed themselves and viewed the world anyway. And now that this transitioning of this other person has occurred, it is a catalyst for a deeper spiritual awakening for the person this video resonates with. It is a deeper spiritual awakening, and it is also a psychological awakening that is happening too. So be very, very gentle with yourself during this time, because psychosis can also be something that can manifest with this energy, especially if you are someone who is uh, not taking care of your physical vessel in the way that you are needing to, is what I am hearing. So that's the reason why they're telling you to pamper yourself, to rest, and to really just tune into yourself so that you can be more connected to yourself, so that you are not going to be in a space of going into like any type of spiritual psychosis, or even just the psychosis, period, right? With regards to what's going on, there is this awakening, this activation of your inner inner spiritual guidance that's happening. And so the way in which you are caring for yourself is going to be very important. The way you are caring for your mental health during this time is very important. If you feel like you are in need of support, there are emergency numbers that are good, or get in contact with a professional who can help you. That is what I will say. If you don't know who that is, you can reach out to me and I will do my absolute best to hook you up with support in your area. Or if I am someone who can support you through your time of need, we can also look into that as well. But point being is that this energy is energy of a awakening spiritually, an awakening psychologically, and there is going to be, and there have already been, physical changes within your physical environment that has basically shaken a lot of your emotional focus, right? And so having a significant amount of faith and understanding of self is very important in this time. Also, having an understanding and a connection with your connection with something that is greater, right? So, if you are someone who believes in the one source creator, however you define it, perfect. Really begin to lean into your prayers, your cleansings, your candle work. Things of this nature, begin to get into your practice, because this is going to help you to connect. This is going to help you to connect, but also help you to be in a space of healing as well. But you are definitely guided to get support if you are in need of support, because the confidence levels, the emotions are being, I guess you would say, like assessed and restabilized, right, for you. And you will be aware of this. So there's going to be a pretty good shifting that's going to happen. So just, I hope that this makes sense. It feels like I'm all over the place. You may feel very scattered, overwhelmed, jittery, like you want to run to do something, but like you kind of have like a start, stop, kind of stuck feeling. So I would welcome you to, if that's how you're feeling, to take the time to close your eyes and take a deep breath through your nose until it feels, you can visualize it going down to your toes as you are filling up your lungs. You hold that for about 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the point of this message is to pull yourself together, is what I'm hearing. Pull yourself together. And ground yourself so that you are able to hear your intuitive self, the part of you that is communicating with a higher vibration at this time. Hmm. Okay, so the change of perspective is going to be one that may be a little difficult. And so being very grounded and having support is incredibly important for you, right? They want for you to recognize when you are scattered and when you are all over the place. Start making lists. Lists will keep you focused on what you need to do. Some of you may have some pretty significant depression that is going on, and for that they say to reach out to get help. Right? That is, they want for you to heal. Some of you may be a Cancer with a chariot here. Some of you may be a Cancer. Some of you may be a Leo or a Sagittarius. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of There's a lot of defensiveness that is actually within your emotional body that comes from things that have happened in the childhood. So there are some really good times from the childhood, some really good memories that have been passed on to you, but there are also other memories that carry a burden, and some memories are even things that you didn't even personally experience, or something that was um, like before a time that you will be able to remember. So there are significant things that you are carrying in your emotional body. And with this Eight of Pentacles here, um, um, there is this opportunity to take the time to craft a new vessel with what you are being shown, right? They want you to know that it is okay to grieve over the old life, the old self, the old body that has passed on. But it is now a time for you to transition into this phase of being able to see your ability to mold your life, your reality, and the way in which you want to mold it. But what are you focusing on? Because what you are focusing on will be a part of what's in that reality. So really be in a space of understanding that some of these things will be things that are coming up, so that you are able to transmute it from your family's collective consciousness. So it's not just your own individual consciousness or unconsciousness that is producing like these different situations and thoughts. It is also like that of your family and the community that you're connected to is also there, right? Because there are things that have been passed on to you that are also having an influence over how you are behaving at this time, right? And so you becoming more confident is going to help you to learn to transmute a lot of this stuff as it comes up, because you are going to start to dispel those thoughts. You're going to start dispelling the different emotional, toxic stuff that keeps popping up in your head. You're going to dispel that and start using that energy for something that's going to be more productive for your future, or at least this is what is being requested of you and shown to you that is accessible for you. Um, I cannot remember. What is it? Help me, Lord. Thank you. Okay, it'll come back if it's meant to come back. Okay, if it's meant to come back. Message with regards to the Ace of Cups, please. That's the message. Thank you. The Ace of Cups. So not was it the knives of the Knave of Swords, which will be the Page of Swords here. Within this spiritual awakening experience, this new relationship, this new connection, this new beginning that you have with your spiritual self, right? With your spiritual body, with this new connection that you have, it is one where you are learning it, right? You are exploring your spiritual body. You are monitoring and seeing. They want you to pay attention, like be like a student at what you are seeing so that you can become more experienced to different things that um, you may become triggered by, you respond to in a maladaptive way so that you can really, I'm hearing like utilize your energy in more constructive ways, right? So, like, this energy of the Page of Swords here is one that's very, in this position, looks like it's very innocent, but also it's very truthful, right? It's going to communicate very bluntly, right? And so, what I'm seeing with that would be is that you are having a very down to earth conversation with your spirit in this time about things that you are being shown so that you are able to maneuver. I'm hearing this particular game in a particular way. I don't know why the game. That's weird. I'm sorry if it's. I mean, if it makes sense, it's weird to me. I just don't understand what that meant. So a particular game, they want how you, as in like they want for you to like look at it as a game. Thank you. So they want for you to see it as a game so that you are able to kind of like identify it from a place of where you're not becoming too obsessive with things that you may not approve of about yourself, right? So look at it as a way like you're actually in a state of creativity with this Three of Pentacles. This is you're in a stage of working with spirit. You're working with you're in a collaboration right now. So have fun with it. So they want you to have fun with it, right? So like, you know, uh, when you learn like the different mechanics of how to use a particular something that's supposed to actually bring joy and fun, like once you learn how to use it or whatever, that's going to bring a sense of joy to you. They want for you to understand that it's not for you to see this stuff to get more down on yourself, but it is to be in an awareness of the amount of joy you can also bring to yourself through being aware of how amazingly powerful you are, right? And the ways in which you can use your power to bring joy and pleasure to yourself and to even others, right? Not just in the physical world, but also in the spiritual world, right? There is this portal that is also opening to bring in joy and happiness within your family lineage, to actually heal. Thank you. To actually heal the what's going on between the masculine and feminine, or the maternal and paternal lines of the family. So there's been like a long history of there being seeds of relationship seeds that have been shared, passed on, that have brought less than fun experiences, or less than joy. What they're saying is that you have the ability to connect, to collab with the spirit realm, and understanding your own spirit, so that you are able to open up this portal of healing and love and connection between the masculine and feminine, or the maternal and the paternal energy within your line. So that can go very, very deep, right? So that's is not just healing that is happening for you in your life personally. It's also helping to heal your lineages line, but also your partner's lineage. If you are in a partnership, right? If not, you know how it fits for you. Your relationships, if you're not if you're not like in a romantic relationship, this means though there is a healing that is happening within yourself, right? There's a healing that is happening within yourselves, between your masculine and feminine part, between your maternal and paternal family, most specifically your maternal grandmother and your paternal grandmother are very significant in that these lineages are being healed at this time. You are going through this because you are meant to be out in the open in some way, because you are in a space of being able to bring back hope and resilience and healing to your family, right? Because there has been a lot of competition and fighting within the family for some time, and within the relationships that you have seen manifested in your life in some type of way. There's always been some type of like competition, or people who they smile in your face, but they're really not your friends in real life, right? You see this. You see this. Okay. What is what? Is there anything else? Let's talk about this Two of Cups here. Let's talk about this relationship more. Who is this relationship of this past? This is someone who has ascended. This is the World card. This is someone who was significantly, they had a special aura, right? They had a special energy about them. Um, they did not appear, they did not appear in the world the way they actually appeared in spirit, right? This person was someone who was incredibly spiritually um, connected. I have the High Priestess energy here with the World, and the Four of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So I have someone here who was like probably very charming, very, very laid back, right? Kind of walk through the world like a golden child. Like it's an interesting way. They walked through the world like a child, but they were also they had a very powerful spiritual side, right? Like amazingly powerful spiritual side. Whoever, that's interesting. Or this could also be you, right? But there is somebody who has this type of energy. Ooh, this, yeah, this may also very much be you. You are someone who may find yourself just chilling, but people seem to always want to, like, I don't know, people want to always be around you. Yeah, there's a lot of maternal energy here. There's a mother energy here. The Empress. They may have been also a little bit rambunctious. Somebody's a bit rambunctious. They like themselves a lot too, but they are also just like a kind of like a loving person, or they give the energy of like a loving person, right? Someone who takes care of other people, right? They have a lot of children. They have a lot of children. Like they're a mother of a community. Oh, I think I know who this is. I know what this is, and I promise you, baby girl, I definitely was not intending to tap into any of this, and so I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any kind of way, but this is what's coming through. And so you know who you are if you get this video come across your page. This message is for you specifically. This is a person who this reading is for. A big part of this message is for a person who has someone who has passed on, who was a mother to like a community of people. Was very loving, like very charming, right? But also incredibly laid back and childish. But what this person was also a high priestess. Like they were incredibly spiritual, but they were also very secretive about it. Or maybe this was something that they forgot. I'm really picking up like they were spiritual, but I don't think that they realized how spiritual they really were. Like what they were able to pick up on. Yeah, this is an earth angel. This was somebody who was meant to bring balance, right? Bring balance back into the family. Yeah. She may have been someone who had a lot of wisdom or needed counseling. She, yeah, there were a lot of things going on with this person, right? There's a lot of things going on with this person. All right, so that is the message. I hope that it has helped. It has helped you in some type of way. If you are interested in any of my services, you can check those out below in the description. If you are in need of resources that I can possibly link you up with, just reach out to me at my contact information below. Know that you are loved and supported by the One Source Creator. I am closing off this channeling and I am sending back the energy to the One Source Creator, thanking you for allowing me to be a clear channel at this time for the collective. Ashe, ashe, ashe.